Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rich Batts, and this is going to be my introduction video for ACTE 655, along with answering a couple questions that correlate with it. So to start out, some things about me. I work at Central York High School. I was there for 1 year so far. I just graduated college last year. I teach biology there. I have primarily 11th graders, couple 10th graders, couple 12th graders, but as I said, primarily 11th graders. This guy in the middle here is my favorite scientist, Gregor Mendel. He discovered patterns of inheritance within genetics, and then also a picture of DNA because DNA is super cool as well. Some other hobbies, things about me. I did have a picture of me and my girlfriend previously. However, this past weekend, I actually proposed to her, so now we are engaged, which is super cool. And then up here, Swiss is where I work my second job. Which I'm currently working, not at this moment, but right now over summer. But I'm actually giving that up. Next week will be my last week working there for good, which is kind of bittersweet. However, like I said, just got engaged, so, planning a wedding, probably not going to be cheap. Down here, Walt Disney World, super excited. August 3rd, I'm going to Disney with my family. Unfortunately, she can't come along, she has to work. But going down August 3rd, so I'm going to be really happy when I'm there doing grad work, so I'm taking this course along with another course, so I will probably be a little bit busy while I'm down there. And then last but not least, Dallas Cowboys, favorite football team. Football season is right around the corner, and I'm super excited. And if you're going to talk, smack on Ezekiel Elliott and him getting in trouble, please don't. But moving into kind of the main topic for this module, what is your operational definition of STEM? So to me, STEM is kind of integrating the science, technology, engineering, and mathematic aspects into our lessons. And then I kind of added the little blurb there afterwards that not every lesson will have all four, but we should be making the connections throughout. So in the STEM Lesson Essentials book that we have, that we're reading, page 12 has a diagram on it with the gears, kind of like the one that I put down here. And then it says as the caption, STEM is like the meshing of teeth on a system of gears, best taught, learned, and assessed together. So this is kind of where my definition comes into play, that I'm mainly focused in science, but throughout the science, as I'm teaching it, as I'm assessing, as students are learning it, it's turning, it's also being incorporating with technology, that's incorporating with engineering, and so on with mathematics. They are all kind of assessing, learned, and taught together. How have I incorporated STEM into my classroom? One example would be a mitosis stop motion that I created previously, or I didn't create, my students created. And so within that, they had to create a stop motion of the different phases of mitosis. The science aspect, using that chart on page 38, I would say was the second tier down. Develop and use models, same with the engineering aspect of it. The technology, I would say, was the third tier down, which would be that recognize the role that technology plays in the advancement of science and engineering. This activity, they had to use their iPads, so they used that technology that has been recently more incorporated into the schooling, and they used that in order to create this stop motion to show the different phases. So it did kind of help them. It was really cool. However, as you can see, the mathematic aspect I do not believe was there at all. I was trying to think of ways to incorporate it or ways that it was incorporated, and I could not think of any. So the activity wasn't as STEM related as I had hoped, but it was still essentially a STEM activity. What is your STEM education important? Why is it important, rather? As Neil Tyson describes in his STEM education video, it creates problem solvers. So this creates new wiring in the brain to create problem solvers. So getting a mistake or doing a mistake actually rewires the brain and makes you think about it more so you can learn it better, more in depth, which is super cool because the other grad class, as I said previously, that I'm taking right now, we were just talking about kind of rewiring the brain in a math classroom setting, so it's kind of cool that these two classes are going hand in hand right now. And then also the National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine, those guys have derived, established the recommended dietary allowances, AIDS research. They've done a lot of research on this based out of that STEM concept. So those are kind of aspects of why it's so important. Finally, my goals for the course. I would like to learn how to better incorporate STEM into my classroom, different STEM processes, different STEM activities, and then be able to connect and create those problem solvers while still exciting them about science, because I'm very passionate about biology. I love it. I think it's awesome, and I want to help kind of instill that into other students. Thank you guys for watching. I look forward to working with you during this class.